Alright guys, I'm going to go over Euro nymphing, maybe the cheapest, easiest, and simplest way that I found to do it so far. It's no means the only way to do it. There's tons of ways to do it. If you ask 10 people, you're going to get 10 different answers on what they do, how they rig it, what they use. But I'm just going to tell you what I use. It's been the simplest so far. I'm by no means a pro. I've only been Euro nymphing about a year, so I'm still learning it. But this is more based towards beginners. So, you know, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I know there's going to be people on here bashing me, whatever, but this is just for beginners. This is just to get kind of people into it, just to learn how to do it. And then from that point, you can kind of grow off of it, branch off of it, and switch it up and do what you like. I know if you get looking online, I mean, you get a headache looking at what all to buy, what all to use, how to rig it, this and that. It can also get really expensive. If you get looking into different kind of like Euro lines and leaders, it gets expensive. Same with the rods. So like I said, this is not the only way to do it. This is just a good way to get somebody into it, just to get going on it. That's what the purpose of this video is. So let me talk about what I'm doing, how I'm using it, how I'm rigging it, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I think first off, start off with the rod. So I'm using might be hard to see, but it's hang on a second, Max Catch In Touch Competition Nymph. It's a 10-foot 6-inch rod. It's a 3-weight. I've had tremendous luck with this. I'm by no means pushing their brand. It's just a cheaper rod, just kind of entry-level rod. This is actually my second one. The first one I had no problems with. I just had a little extra money, decided to buy a second one just so I have a backup rod and a main rod. My other rod, man, it was solid, caught all kinds of fish with it. So just got another one. As far as rod goes, I would do a 10-foot, a 10-foot 6, or 11-foot rod. I would stick kind of in that range. As far as the way the rod goes, I think it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're just fishing small creeks, small trout, go 2-weight. If you're kind of don't know what you're doing, a little bit of everything, could be stock trout, could be wild trout, could be a little bit bigger river or creek, or you know, bigger trout, a 3-weight's a good option. I've been settled in with 3-weight for a while now. I've been extremely tickled with it. If you're just fishing, you know, big stalkers, bigger fish, stuff like that, I go 4-weight. My buddy actually just got a brand new 4-weight, and he loves it. He does really good with it. But as far as rod goes, if you're starting out, I would get something cheap. Honestly, I wouldn't go out there and buy $400, $500, $600 plus, you know, dollar rod. You might not like it, and you don't want to make that kind of investment just for something you're not going to like. Another thing, when you're getting into it, you know, it's just nature of it. You're going to be a little sloppy. You're going to be hitting branches and this and that and all over the place. And you got a $1,000 rod, you don't really want to be tangled up in the tree with it too much. So just starting out, just get something cheap, get something simple. Like I said, by no means pushing this rod at all, but I will say it's been a solid rod. I think you'd have to look online. I'm not even going to give you a price because it just depends. I know a lot of stuff has just went up recently, so I'm saying in the $100 you can buy this rod. I would maybe stick to the $100, $200 range. Now, like, that's not cheap, but that's cheap for a Euro rod. So yeah, that's kind of my input on that. Hang on a second, I had amber alert on my phone. All right, let's move on to the reel. This here, once again, is a Max Catch reel. I just paired it. I've used a couple different reels. I've used the Echo Ion and Echo Bravo. They all do good. If you are into fly fishing now and you have a reel, I would just use it. They make a special Euro reel, and there is some advantages behind it. They're a little bit narrower, so your line doesn't get tangled up as bad. They're also full cage, and what that means is there's actually a little guide for your line to come out. And why all that is important is it just keeps your line from tangling up as bad. Really, I don't have, once you get into it and get smooth with it and learn it, you're not going to get tangled up at it all. I would just buy a regular fly reel myself, just traditional style, just because you know, you can throw it on another fly rod if you don't like Euro fishing, or just pull one off whatever you're using now and use it. So that's kind of my opinion on that. You just want to match your reel weight with your rod weight. So this is a 3 to 5 weight reel. So obviously it's going on a 3-weight rod, so that's good. So just kind of match your weights if you can. If you already got something, I would use it. I wouldn't get nothing fancy. Once again, starting out, just get something cheap. Use it. If you like it, then you can start upgrading. So yeah, that's pretty much on the reel. That's what I would do. I want to go over now, maybe let's go over the line, what kind of line you use. So this is where you're going to get into some savings. If you look it up online or try to do any looking on Eurofishing, you're going to be seeing special Euro lines, special Euro leaders, all that stuff. Now, I'm here to tell you, they're great, they're nice, they work well, but they are very expensive. And once again, if you're just getting into it, I would not spend the money on it. I would go simple, make it as simple as possible, cheap as possible, all that good stuff. What I use, I just use either 6-pound or 4-pound monofilament line. You can use clear, low vis, whatever you want to. Any of that works fine. I like a high vis, and the reason is you can see it coming off your reel. You can just see it to grab your line a little bit better. You can also see it out in the water a little bit better if you want to see your line. That's the only reason why I use high vis. You don't have to, it can be clear line, but I do like the benefits that that the high vis gives you. So I mean, buy cheaper stuff. I wouldn't buy, you know, just a $3, $4, $5 line that you see on Walmart. I mean, maybe get something a little bit nicer. I wouldn't break the bank, you know. I like a strand or a trilene, anything like that. I mean, don't get fancy with it. I would maybe start with 6-pound. If you're new to it, just gives you a little bit more room there in case you get hung up on something. You won't break it off as bad. But as you get more advanced, maybe go down to a 4-pound. It's just going to help you cast. The lighter line you have, the better, the easier it is for you to be able to cast smaller flies or further distances, stuff like that. So that's what I use. If you have either any reel you got, you can spool it just straight up with a 6 or 4-pound mono. Just start down with nothing on your reel and just spool it all the way up. If you have backing or if you have fly line already on there, you can just attach onto there and put you on some. You don't need a whole lot. With Euro nymphing, at least my area, small creeks, small rivers, everything's pretty close. You know, put 50 yards or something on there. You can always add to it later if you need it. But if it's bare reel or if you don't mind taking all your stuff off, just spool the whole thing up with 6 or 4-pound mono. It works really good. So that's going to be your first, is spool up with 6 or 4-pound mono, and then from there what we're going to do is, hang on a second, let me grab it. I come down to a cider line. That's what this is. That's going to be my cider. If I can get it in my hands, might be hard to see, but I got about 2 foot on right here of cider material. What I use is, once again, this stuff isn't cheap, but none of it is. It's cheaper. It's just Scientific Angler 4X. I like a 4X. It does good, kind of all around. I even throw some small streamers with this. Never had a bit of problem. Get some kind of colored line, and purpose of this just so you can see it. I mean, that's the whole purpose of your nymphing, right? You want an indicator line. So a lot of people will spool it all the way up with indicator line, or they'll put, you know, 10 foot or something on there. That's great, and if you've been doing it for a while, I would do it, but you know, it just costs a lot of money. If you're trying to do it cheap, you're just getting into it, you know, it's just more hassle than what it's worth. I would maybe try this route. It's been the simplest I found so far. Like I said, this is just going to tie onto your 6 or 4-pound mono. Just tie it on, blood knot it, whatever knot you like to do. And what I do is leave just a little tag off of it, and that just helps you see on both sides. And I really, like I said, I really recommend this brand. I'm not, you know, pushing theirs. There's all kinds. Look it up. Don't get fancy with it. Just get some cheap stuff, something that's going to work. I like it. I would recommend it. So that's what I use for my cider line. Just that simple. About 2 foot. You could do 3 foot if you want to. Heck, you could have a foot if you want, but 2 foot seems to work good for me. And then at the end of that, so one end you're going to have your 6 to 4-pound mono. The other end, and you're not going to be able to see it because it's tiny, but tie your tippet to your other end of that cider line. Same thing, just put a little tag up there. That's just so you can see it. That's so you do your strike indicator, or so you can see it, see your depth, all that stuff. Tie your tippet material on there. I like to go about 3 foot to 4 foot. Depends on where I'm fishing. If it's a smaller creek, something kind of this size, 3 foot's plenty. If it's got some deeper holes in it, you know, you could step back to 4 foot or add more, go to 4 foot. And of course, throughout the day, as you change flies, you know, your tip is going to go down. As you're seeing that your sighter line's kind of going under the water, go ahead, clip it off, retie it. I'd say you'd want at least 3 foot. That's a good guess. And what I use for tippet material is Rio Fluoroflex Strong. I've had great luck out of this. Once again, none of this stuff is cheap, so you know it's kind of misleading, but it's some of the cheaper stuff. You get into Eurofishing, I mean, you could get some really expensive tippet material. I wouldn't. I mean, I would go with a decent brand if you can afford it. If not, go cheap. But you definitely want fluorocarbon line. As far as line sizes go, you see I got 3 here. I got 5X, 6X, and 7X. That's what I keep on me. Starting out, you're going to want to do 5X. You can even bump it up and do a 4X. Reason is just to get used to it. You know, you don't really have any business throwing 6 or 7X when you first get into the game. Get a feel for your rod, how to set the hook on them, all that stuff. If you're not careful when you go too small line size, then you're going to be popping stuff off left and right, losing flies, breaking them off in fish, and you don't want that. So maybe try a 4X or a 5X to get going. As you get more comfortable, you're going to want to go down some. Go to a 6X. That's where I'm comfortable with 6X. The thinner diameter line you have, the smaller diameter line, just the easier it is to cast smaller flies. It actually sinks in the water quicker. You get less drag in the water, you get better drifts. I'll save that for another video, but that's why. But I would start with the heavier line, 4X or 5X. Make sure it's fluorocarbon tippet. That's what I'd recommend for that. As far as some you know, flies to get you going, something like that, I mean, really just use what you use on traditional fly rod setup. And if you don't know what that is, I mean, I can break down some stuff for you. A lot of people won't throw it, but I like little woolly buggers or micro streamers. They work really good on Euro rod. A lot of people won't throw them, but man, the trout just love them. So if you got any small, I mean, size 4 is really the biggest I'd go. 4s, 6, 8s, 10s, streamers, go that route. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up woolly buggers. Get you some woolly buggers. They work great. It's overlooked. A lot of people don't use them, but if you look back on my content, on some of my videos, just you'll see I use little bitty micro streamers, jig streamers, little woolly buggers. I use them all the time with great luck. They work great on a Euro rod. So pick you some up. They're easy to use. Get them, just throw them out there, jigging back. Like I said, I'll do that in another video, or look back on some of my other content. I got all kinds of videos of me using it, so just go back, look at that. Fly wise, if you're just getting into it or a beginner, well, if you're into fly fishing, just use your traditional, you know, hare's ears, pheasant tails, midge patterns, egg flies, mop flies. There's another little jig streamer. Stone flies work great. San Juan worms, they work great. I mean, just keep it simple. I see a lot of guys, and once you get advanced you can do this, but I see a lot of guys, I mean, they take, you know, 10 boxes with them to the river. You see what I got. Just simple patterns. Just start out simple. Mop flies, egg flies always work great. Stone flies, you know, all that stuff. Different style midges. Hare's ear, pheasant tails is always good to keep on you. Just keep it simple when you're starting out. You don't want to be juggling all kinds of stuff. You know, some people try to make it a little too complicated. If you try to make it too complicated too early in the game, you're going to get really aggravated with it. So that's kind of the stuff I'm using. You see here, I'm out fishing today. This is what I got. This is by no means the only way to do it. There's all kinds of different ways to do it, and there's actually a lot better ways to do it too. Like I said, once you get into it, if you like it, you know, spend that money on a nicer rod. It does make a difference. Spend that money on the nicer line. I'd rather be Tippet or your main line or Euro cider line, anything. Spend the money on it if you're able to, and if you like it. It does make a difference. But starting out, I wouldn't. You're gonna have a lot of money in it, and it's just not worth it. You can get by with cheaper. Same thing with the rigging. I mean, you watch these guys been doing it for years, pros or competition guys. I mean, they really got it dialed in. They got all kinds of different rigs they use and styles and leaders. They might build their own leaders. They're all really useful, really handy. They work great, but just starting out, it's just a lot. Don't overcomplicate it. Have fun with it. Go simple. You'll be glad that you did, and you can build off that. You know, like I said, I'm no pro at all. I've been in it a year, I know when I got into it, man, it's just a headache. And you know, I talked to 10 guys, they give me 10 different answers, and you didn't know what the heck to buy, and you're looking at all these prices, and it just racks up quick. I mean, it's just, they kind of make it a little complicated, and it can be at the end, but once you get your head wrapped around it, you know, it's not bad. So start out simple and just build off of that. And like I said, there's not really a right or wrong way of doing it. Just play with it. If you don't like try this setup, I think you'll like it. It's been the simplest I've done. I've tried a lot of different ways. It's just been the simplest and cheapest and easiest way, honestly. It's easy to rig, easy to throw, easy to use, works tremendously well. I mean, just go back, look at my past content videos, all that stuff. I mean, I got videos full. All my recent stuff is with the Euro rod. So, I mean, it works. All of it's with this exact rig that I'm showing you. That's just what I use. So, yeah, that's enough rambling. So I think what's best now is I'm out here fishing today. So after this little spill here, I'm gonna show you some clips from the day. We've had a good day already. Caught a lot of good fish. Caught some off some streamers. Caught some off sandworm worms, egg flies, pheasant tails. I mean, a little bit of everything. But you know, just kind of watch what I'm doing. Watch how you know, casting, all that stuff. I'll do a part 2 that kind of breaks it down farther. So if you're wanting to see more, leave a comment. Tell me what you're wanting to see. Tell me what I should do for a part 2. I mean, we can get in deeper on the line size or reels or rods. I mean, I can do a separate part for all that. We can get into the flies. You know, we can get into you know, strike indication, all that stuff. But this is just kind of a crash course. So I'll put this I'll put some clips from the day on there. I think you'll like it. We had a good day, and that's what I'm here today. Everything I just showed you is what I'm using. All the fish that are caught in this video is from this exact rig. So, and if you like it, check out some of my other content. Like I said, the last 6-9 months, you know, that's about all I've done now is Euro rig or Euro fishing, excuse me. So yeah, check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know what you might want to see on a part 2. I'd be happy to do it. I have a Facebook, an Instagram, a TikTok, a YouTube, all that stuff. It's all SW Virginia Outdoorsman. Feel free to shoot me a personal message. Say, hey man, try and get into it. You know, just ask some questions. I'd love to hear from you. Love to talk to you. I'd love to get some guys into this. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just have fun with it. That's the biggest thing. Just have fun with it. Keep it simple and just build off that. But anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's get to fishing. There's one. Nice. Nice. Off an egg fly. Oh yeah. Cool. Egg and a hare's ear. There's one, guys. Ooh, nice. Off the egg. That's a good trout. Really nice trout. Nice. Bite him out here. Oh, he ain't done yet. Alright, let's try easing back over here.
buddy. He ain't ready yet. Really nice trout. Definitely ain't done yet. Come on, buddy. Oh, here we go. Nope. Come on, big boy. Man. Alright, now we got him. Swing and miss, then we got him. Cool, nice fish. He hit the egg fly, but he doesn't spit it. Wow, that's a whopper there, buddy. Cool, nice. Oh, there's one. Oh, he's all over it. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, man, hit it. That fish is all over it. Let's take it, man. There he is. Got him. Nice. That was fun. I don't know why he wasn't taking it. Just kept following it. Just kept swirling that. He wanted it that time. It's alright. That's fun. It's a decent fish. Decent rainbow for sure. Off a white jig streamer. Can't beat it. My buddy down here fishing below me. Hopefully he don't get in his hole, screw him up. Try and keep it up out of there. Oh, I'm about to get him. I'm trying to keep him out of your hole. There we go, we can get him out. Oh, got him, nice. Ooh, pretty fish. Slow down and show him off. Beautiful fish, nice rainbow. Cool, that's a pretty one. I'll go over my rig real quick with you. Like I said, same setup we just talked about. I got an egg fly tied on, and then off the bend of the hook, I come about a foot, and I got a little sandworm worm tied on. And I'll switch them around, like I said, hare's ear, pheasant tails, malt flies, anything like that works. But sometimes I'll take the second fly off and just fish one. Just depends on the day, but that's kind of what I'm throwing around if you see. And I'm fishing 5X because I'm switching to streamers quite often. They're actually hitting streamers pretty good today, so I'm leaving 5X on just for that purpose. I switch over to one of those little streamers I showed you and talked about, and don't have to worry about much. I'm not going to be popping them off, so just leave 5X on and switch around and just see what they like, and then you can fine tune it if you want. But that's kind of the ticket today. That's what we're doing. So yeah, let's get back to fishing. Missed him. There's one. Nice. Cool. egg fly. Well, that's a pretty trout. Nice. That one's all over it. Come on back. Oh, he hit it. Dang, come on. There he is. Nice. Cool. Boy, that was fun. That one came out of nowhere. I don't know where. I guess he's laying on that far bank. I just didn't see him. Surprised I got him. I thought he felt it that last time he came up. Cool. Come on, buddy. I was just on a white jig streamer. That was fun there. Awesome. Get the seat there in his mouth. Awesome rainbow. Cool. Beautiful fish. Come on, buddy. Slow down there. I'll show you off. There he is. Awesome fish. Cool. There's fish. Come on. Oh, come on. Dang, he had it. Oh, he missed it? Come on, buddy, take it. Oh, he had it. Come on back. Ah, what in the world? Come on back. There he is. Got him. Wow. That's funny. I don't know what to do. It was like he was way too excited. Just kept overshooting it. Just missing it. Maybe I was working a little too quick. I noticed when I just sat it still is when he's hit it. Come on, buddy. He wasn't done that quick. That was cool. Oh, nice. Cool. That was a fun fish, guys. Nice. There's one, guys. Nice fish. Cool. And there it hit a hare's ear. Keep him out of the brush. It's a good fish. Come on, buddy. Nice. Cool. Down there hit a hare's ear. Awesome fish. Nice.